Paul, a testing first day here at Trent Bridge against Somerset. What's your take on events that we've seen?
What we've seen, we saw us dominate the first hour and look very threatening with that new ball. I thought Mohammad Abbas was outstanding. And then we've seen a really significant partnership, which we were never quite able to get a foothold in. One of the things we've prided ourselves all season on has been the ability to control the game with the ball. Credit to the two lads that played in that. I thought they played really well. That being said, we fell short at times as well, and we won't hide from that. We know we've got to be better than that where we can. But like I say, you have to give credit where credit's due, and I thought they played really well.
And then taking us back to that first hour just for a minute, do you think it's very important to make early inroads, as we've seen with the Kookaburra ball? That's the way it tends to behave? Without
any shadow of a doubt. I think that we've seen across the season where we've used any of the new balls, actually making inroads with them is crucial. It helps set up the innings, moving forward. And I thought we'd done that really well. We weren't able to maintain that as we have been, like we have done in recent past. And the boys have had some pretty flat pitches to deal with over these last few weeks as well. So there's probably a cumulative effect of it as well, a little bit. We've got to meet that challenge, and we've got to be up for that fight tomorrow morning, come back and go again. And on Mohammad Abbas, you've mentioned it already, but obviously it was his 800th career first-class wicket. That's a real milestone for him. What's been his influence this season, and how pleased were the lads to see him get to that? Yeah, delighted for him. It's testament to him as the high-class practitioner that he is. A dedicated professional, longevity in the game, high level of skill, and a determination to keep competing. That's the biggest credit I can give him. I think his teammates have been nothing but impressed in terms of how diligent he is. How well he prepares himself. He'll do the same tonight, and he'll come back tomorrow morning and lead that bowling attack. It's up for the rest of us to follow now. We've got to follow and try and meet that same standard, and try and work our way back into this game. And it was also Calvin Harrison's first red ball appearance. It's been obviously a tricky thing to get into this spin, into the team as a spinner, given the quality of our rank. But how do you feel he performed today? Yeah, I thought he was good. I think there'll be things where he'd like to be a little bit better. He'd like to be a little bit tidier, I suggest. I think you're right. I think he's had to wait patiently for his opportunity. That being said, he's bowled very well for Northants on loan, so we've been keeping tabs on that. We've got three really good spinners, and we're delighted to have them all. Trying to get one of them, stroke two of them in the team at any given time is a big challenge for us. And like I said, one that we have to meet, and we try and pair them up at the right times to suit the surface and the conditions. And it's up to the whole of the bowling attack tomorrow to come out and get us back into this game. And then finally, in the face of that, what was quite a big partnership, do you think it really says something about the character of the team to keep going right to the end and get that wicket that Dylan did? Well, it does, and I think that's one thing we've prided ourselves on all season. It would be wrong of us to stop now. We've come a long way on our 4-day journey, and there's far much more mileage to travel in that. But we're excited about what the rest of the season holds. But first and foremost, like I say, we've got a challenge to meet tomorrow. We've got to make that new ball count in the morning.